Alright, there we go, folks. Your boy Marco's in 205 numbers after the name. Marco's and friends right here, hitting up with the captain over here, and I think a rando. A little Zombs action over here. This is not from the remastered Zombies Chronicles. I do not have any like crazy inside footage that nobody's ever seen, even though at this point I think the live stream happened. I'm actually recording this on Friday. It was May 5th. So at this point the live stream already happened. I think it's scheduled for Monday. So we'll have some details over here, even though it's coming out for the PS4 right quick, and I imagine a month after that for Xbox users. I imagine that's how it'll be. I'm curious to see what the pricing is. You know, I'm gonna throw out a guesstimate and say it's gonna be $15. $15. Won't be shocked if it's 20, but $15. I'm gonna throw out that. Be proud if it was 10. Be proud if it was free. How about that, man? That'd be a pretty dope. That'd be a pretty dope thing. But I kind of doubt it. I'm pretty sure they'll give you the catch that said, "Yeah, I know you bought Season Pass, but you know it's not for 4 DLC. It's not for 5." So, DLC 5 for Black Ops 3. It's been rumored. You know, the rumor that was gonna be called Zombie Chronicles and whatnot. It's official now. It's so bizarre. Honestly, when you go like think about it, like what a strange year for Call of Duty, man. You know, yesterday I was talking about kind of the splinter in the franchise as to people playing and people not playing, and what kind of games they're playing and whatnot. But check this out, man. Now they're releasing DLC for Black Ops 3, like as we're working towards World War II, as we're trying to forget that Infinite Warfare even happened, even though they still have 2 DLC packs to go. It's honestly, it's kind of interesting to think about, man. Overall, I'm cool with it. I have no problem with it. I would have preferred if they did this in the past, man. Imagine if they kept releasing Black Ops 2 DLC. Oh, man. Just keep giving me a couple new maps every time, man. One of the things that we'll never see happen strictly because of money, but that would be a great idea from the consumer, right, is games like a Call of Duty or games like Madden or FIFA. Just release every 3 years, dog. Give me a new one every 3 years. And in the meantime, support the same one. I imagine it'll get stale or whatnot, but think about it, man. If we had DLC packs for a year for like a Call of Duty, like say, you know, Black Ops 2, they realize like, yo, Black Ops 2 is really good. So check this out. We're just gonna keep supporting Black Ops 2. Gonna keep making server optimizations, keep getting the connection better for you, and you know, we're gonna keep adding DLC to the game and whatnot. And you know, maybe they can release 5 map packs. Maybe there's like 5 DLC packs a year or whatever. And you can buy a season pass for them and whatnot if you want to. If not, you don't have to. Ship whatever your deal is over there. I'd be 100% cool with that. Your negatives towards that on the Activision Call of Duty side, Treyarch, or you know, Infinity War, whatever the hell the company's making them. One is that you're kind of killing off the other studio. That's already a negative. But 2 is you know, that just doesn't make as much money. You know, you could sell a $60 product year in, year out. That's why we don't get Madden. And then we get like, you know, a couple of roster updates, and you know, for like the year and the next year when like rookies come in and maybe like a new mode. No, they release you a different Madden every year, very similar, but you know, with a different coat of paint. You know, and I don't want to say very similar because that to me that's a little bit naive to like even think that way. You know, I always struggle when people say like, oh, Call of Duty, man, same thing every year, and you're like, not really. Like, if you're going to look at it, not at all. You know, Extinction's very different than Zombies. That's very different than, you know, the campaigns. That's very different than the multiplayers. That's, you know, they're very, very unique. So, in that sense, you know, Madden and FIFA, you know, FIFA just added, like, the Journey mode, like, last year. You know, which is like a storyline kind of thing. That's pretty unique. That's different, you know. Now, could that have been, could you release, like, FIFA 15 and just attack that along? Yeah, I think so. Will that make as much money? No. And maybe it wouldn't even profitable enough to keep working on it. You know, that's something to take into account as well. So, a lot of factors go into it over there. But I like this support of a game, even though it already came out a long time ago. I'm 100% in favor of that. And by a long time ago, I mean Black Ops 3 just fairly recently came out. But I don't think this would happen. Although, you know, Activision would never like admit this or anything. If Infinite Warfare had taken off and we were all playing Infinite Warfare, right? Like we were all like trying to be the best astronaut ever and all that jazz. Astronauts. Okay, I'm being a little bit facetious in that regard. But if we were all playing that game and loving that game, I don't think DLC Map Pack 5 for Black Ops 3 would happen, because it would just all the focus would be on that. I also don't think that they'd be stressing and pushing so much the World War II thing. Even though, you know, this is normally when the reveals happen and whatnot. Even when they announced Infinite Warfare, but Infinite Warfare, I guess, is kind of on beast because no one really liked it or whatever. They kept still pushing on the marketing team, but Black Ops 3 was still up in the forefront and being like, yo, this is DLC match coming here, this is that, dropping here, this is that. So it's interesting to me to see that happening now. Remastering 8 Zombies maps, They're bringing, I think, 3 from World at War, 3 from Black Ops 1, and maybe 2 from Black Ops 2 or something. I don't remember the exact order from the rest of them. But it's dope. It's unfortunate that they can't do them all, even though I think that's a pretty great, big undertaking. At this point, the live stream already happened, so I'm very curious to see what they're going to show us on Monday in terms of these maps and how they look. The one map that I kind of didn't really care for being Rasted is Origins. I didn't really like that map. It was, like, uber complicated. To me, that was, like, already, like, that's kind of where I tapped out of Zombies, where, like, Zombies was simple. I could kind of follow your storyline. I could kind of get it. I could really get into it. And Origins hit, and I'm like, yo, I don't even know, dog. Like, where'd Jug at, though? What's this huge robot doing? But maps like Shangri-La, and especially those World at War maps, I'm pretty pumped to see those come back in and see them remastered and kind of up there. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. I'm really going to have to wait on pricing and timing or whatnot, but it's very tempting. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely a very tempting thing to have all those maps kind of on the Xbox One as well. I'm excited for that. Even though I guess I could do it with backwards compatibility. I could do it with backwards compatibility. Hell no, I ain't going to buy it. Nah, we'll see what the remaster brings us, man. But I like the idea, and I wouldn't be opposed to Call of Duty doing this in the future for other games as well. Let me know what you guys think down below, man.